everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to install macOS Sequoia on the external hard drive. So today's video, I'll be show you how to install macOS Sequoia on external hard drive. So for testing this video, I'll use an SSD instead of an HDD because HDD is kind of slow. And next is this Oracle hard external hard drive. So I recommend you, if you installing macOS from the external hard drive, you need an SSD and a 3.0 or 3.1 3.2 3 USB port, because installing from the external hard drive is kinda slow. So now let's begin with the video. Alright, so I switched back to my computer, and as you can see here, I've already plugged in my 128GB external hard drive into my computer. And this install macOS method, you just need about 4GB of USB, that's all. And you need an external hard drive, so let's begin the installations. Alright, so first of all, you will need a macOS recovery file and the EFI folder, and also you need time and patience, because I think install macOS for external hard drive is kind of slow. Now I've already got the macOS recovery link, so I'll put the link in the description. Make sure to check it. Scroll down and until you find recovery Sequoia, because today we just installed macOS Sequoia. Alright, so we just wait for about an hour to for all of that we can continue. Alright, so after an hour, I finally no, not like an hour, but I found a way to skip this step, not using a VPN or app blocker, but I found a way, but I can't show. So here's the recovery Sequoia file. Now you're gonna click on download. Now gonna type EFI Olaria. Scroll down, but first, before we download the EFI file, you're gonna download CPU-Z. Now visit this website. Click on Setup English. Now run the file as administrator. Now run the CPU-Z as administrator. Now doing this method, we'll also check the CPU codename. So my CPU codename is Coffee Lake, so I'll use an EFI for Coffee Lake CPU. Now, if you're using a desktop, you're gonna choose Open Core Desktop. But if you're using a notebook, choose Open Core Notebook. Now click Download here. And download proprietary. Visit this website. Now download the file as zip. Now type Jensen BIOS. Alright, so now we're gonna close the window. Now go to this PC. Now you're gonna plug in your 4GB USB. So this method just needs 4GB USB for someone low on memory. Now right click and choose format. Now if you want to rename it, you can rename it also, and remember, format the USB into FAT32. Now extract the proprietary and EFI for Coffee Lake. Now go to proprietary. Before that we run, you're gonna go to the Microsoft Store. Now type Python 3.11. Now if you already install, you can continue, or if you don't, you're gonna download it and we can continue. Now run the proprietary file as bad as administrator. Now choose file, open, and now go to EFI folder. EFI, go to OC folder, and now choose the config.please file. Now this method we're gonna change the system and choosing the right SM BIOS. I'll put the link in the description, so make sure to check it. So the last time my CPU is i3 9th generation and the graphics is Intel UHD 630, so I'll use an SM BIOS for this. So I'm gonna use Mac Mini 8,1 Coffee Lake H, and the GPU is UHD 630. So let me talk to you. If your if your system is same as me, but the CPU is not the same, but you have the GPU on board is UHD 630 that you can type like me, is the Mac Mini 8,1. Remember, if your CPU doesn't match as me, but your GPU has got the Intel UHD 630, you can choose Mac Mini 8,1 as well. Now go to the platform info and find the system product name. Now we change this and then Jensen BIOS for the. So some guys are asking me, why do we need to change before we generate the SM BIOS? So in my opinion, when you do this, it's take a low chance of kernel panic when we start to install macOS. So this method will lower the chance of kernel panic. Alright, we're gonna check again and then we can continue. Alright, so we good. Now save the config file. Now extract the Jensen BIOS file. Now run the file as administrator. Now choose number 2. Now go to your E5 folder again. Go to OC. Now copy the config.please file as path. Hit enter. Now you're gonna choose generate SM BIOS. Now we're gonna type Mac Mini A,1 for my system. So I will remind the final time. If your CPU match as me or not match, but you have the same GPU called Intel HD 630, that you can choose Mac Mini A,1. Now hit enter. Alright, we good. Now extract the recovery Sequoia file. Now first, copy the EFI folder. Go back to USB and then choose it. Copy the EFI folder to USB first. Alright. Copy the com.apple.recovery.boot file. Alright, so you're gonna wait for it to copy the file. Alright, so let's begin the installation. Now, I will restart my computer, and if you restart the computer, remember to head into the BIOS. Now choose Advanced mode. Now head for me into the Advanced mode. Now choose PCH storage configuration. Now remember to choose the SATA mode selection into AHCI. If you're using an RID mode, I think you should reinstall the Windows and then you can continue, because macOS just support AHCI. Now go to boot. Now turn off fast boot for me, and then turn off secure boot, because you know Windows motherboard doesn't Windows motherboard, if you enable secure boot, it won't let you boot in. Now, for the boot option properties, if you're lazy and you don't want to manually head into the boot menu, you can change the boot option 1 to your USB. For example, this is my Windows. Just now I will change it, the boot number 1 into the USB. Alright, we're done. Now, save, change, and exit. Alright, so you don't need to press into the boot menu key. It will automatically boot it in for you. So you can see here, it's automatically booted into the hacking the macOS installer for you. Now you're gonna choose the USB that you already named for it. Here's the USB of me. Now you're gonna hit enter. Now you just wait for the code to load, and then we can continue. Yes. Oh shoot. I just wanna get island. Kiss. Hello. No, I didn't. Guide everyone how to install macOS Sequoia on the external hard drive. Yes. I think it depends. Contrast. R1. Ice. Lonely. You're lonely. Yes. It's not a good time yet. Ray trace. Alright, so when we boot into this macOS install menu, that you good with if it doesn't pops up the kernel panicked arrow, that you are doing good at the generate assembles step. So if it pops up like the kernel panic, that you need to check again if you're doing the right and choosing the right assembles. Now choose disk utility. Now where is it? Alright, so as you can see here, it's pop. You're gonna check the external you're gonna check the external, and then here you can see the macOS USB external hard drive here. Now you can see it pops up at 128 gigabytes. You're gonna choose erase. Now if you want to rename it again, you can rename, or you can keep. Now choose format as APFS. Now click on erase. Because of you installing macOS from the external hard drive, it's gonna take a while. Jalapeno. 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 Alright, so if this pops up as erase process is complete, click done to continue, that you're good to go. Now click on done. Now close this window. Now you're gonna choose reinstall macOS Sequoia. Click on continue. Now, as you can see here, it's gonna asking you where to want to install macOS. So you can see here, the external hard drive that I format it's gonna pop the external hard drive icon of macOS. Now you're gonna click on it and choose continue. And now you're gonna wait for it. So when the screen pops up without anything, that means you're good to go. That you're good to go. So last time, do you know why last time I restart the computer? Because it's detecting the drivers, display drivers, so I have to restart it. So select your country region. I'm in Vietnam, so I'm gonna choose Vietnam. Now transfer your data to this Mac. If you want to transfer right now, you can transfer. Or you're gonna click on Setup as New. Now create your Mac account. So I will name it Mac and then type the password because macOS don't allow you to skip the password sign in. So you need to create the password and then you can continue. Alright, so sign into your Apple ID account. If you want to sign right now, you can sign in or you can click on setup later. Now select the time zone. I'm in Vietnam, so I'm gonna select the time zone in Vietnam. So if you attach like you have the Windows and Mac, you have Windows disk that it's gonna say the disk is not readable by this Mac. Alright, so if it's great, so if it's pops the full resolution, that's mean you're good to go. Now we're gonna check the Mac. So I am using the Mac Mini, so I generate the symbols for Mac Mini. I generate the symbols for Mac Mini is the Intel Core 3 9th generation, and the graphics is Intel HD 630. Memory 16 gigabytes, and macOS version is Sequoia 15.5. Now let's check if the audio driver works. So you're using the EFI by Oleria, so when you touch it, right, so output, internal, built-in. Alright, let me check if the sound works. Alright, so it works. Now let's see if it can play the YouTube channel. So some of you guys are asking me how to patch the Wi-Fi driver. So I think patching the Wi-Fi driver is kind of hard. So I suggest you to using the Ethernet for easier. You don't need to patching the Wi-Fi drivers, and you can using the Ethernet. So here's my YouTube channel. So this is my latest video that is the oldest laptop I have. So let's see if this can play Mac. Let's see if the audio driver works.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you my mom's first laptop ever. So,
alright, so we've got audio driver. So we good. We've got the audio driver. So like you install macOS from the external device, like the external hard drive, that you can use it. You can use the external hard drive macOS of your computer. But if you want to use a different computer, I have a note for you. If you want to use it from a different computer, you can use it, but check if it's match as your system. Like my dad is using an Intel Core 3 8th generation, but the GPU is Intel HD 630. That like he can use this external hard drive is his Mac, but when you connect the Mac external hard drive to another computer that's match as your computer, you can use it, but it's gonna set up again. But you don't need to reinstall. It just set up like configuration the device. But if you want to use it, but the system is not match as your computer, you will need to download and generate all the EFI for the other computer, because when you try to use your EFI system but not match as that system, it's gonna display a kernel panic. So if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the like, share button and watch my new video. And now, goodbye.